universe is a yawning chasm, filled with emptiness and the puerile meanderings of sentience.
Hello everyone. Tonight I'm just gonna do some gaming since at this point I think my colleague would be unavailable. So it's like we're not gonna be talking about anything newsworthy going on. No laughing at the Oscars or anything like that. Okay, maybe I'll laugh on my own. Actually, I think for the time being, I'll just throw myself onto his Discord and maybe someone will show up. I don't know. But yeah. As the title suggests, I'm going to be playing an Arkham horror game this time. Something I just heard of. And I haven't played this before at all. Although it does, from the screenshots, it looks kind of like it's gone down the survival horror route. Now, me and my buddy Exalted Speed, we have talked about what our ideal Call of Cthulhu style game would be in terms of adapting the Call of Cthulhu sourcebook into an actual game. Now, granted, I did pick first person mainly because, well, it's the perspective that made the most sense to me. It's where you're most in tune with your senses. And sure, it doesn't lend itself well to most action-oriented situations. I mean, it'll hamper your situational awareness because you're seeing things in tunnel vision. So the melee combat's out of the question, although it should be because it's a Call of Cthulhu game. And running and chase scenes are kind of, let's just face it, they're annoying in first person. But then again, if you're in a state where you have to fight or flight, you're already in trouble. That is in the actual tabletop Call of Cthulhu. But this is based off of the Arkham Horror series, which is, it's Call of Cthulhu Light. It's more or less board gaming for Call of Cthulhu. So it's like what Hero Quest is to Dungeons and Dragons. It's so you don't have to go into the... It's in case the actual tabletop game is a little too extreme for you. It's like, this is more or less baby's first Call of Cthulhu. That's not to say that the Fantasy Flight games are easy, by the way. Or the Arkham Horror games are easy. They're done by Fantasy Flight. I mean, I've yet to win one. Because they are still hard as shit, but they're easy to understand. So, and I think technically this is supposed to be an RPG. So yeah, let's get this started. Let's show my screen at least. Yeah, this game mostly flew under the radar for me. Shrewd advice. Using a book of spells in combat can sometimes trigger a second beneficial... Okay. Alright, press enter. And already I'm getting that Arkham Horror vibe. Or the Fantasy Flight Horror vibe. If there's one thing you can't fault Fantasy Flight for, it's not having good art design. Now, I don't remember which of the Arkham Horror games I did play. I mean, I played the whole globe-trotting one. And I also played the one where you're in a museum. But if there's one thing I remember from Arkham Horror is that they all have various key characters that were made. It's like pre-made characters usually, so you don't really create your own character. You're playing as one of their pre-written characters. And they all have their backstories and everything and the reasons for doing things. Some of them have ties that goes back to the Hyperborean age, actually. I gotta check on something. Oh, the music doesn't repeat? I don't know. Yeah, I'll put that up there in case people in my friend's Discord want to watch. What? So here we are. I'll place this over here so I can actually look at the chat on my phone. Well, no, I have two monitors. I could probably see the chat just from looking at the Streamlabs. So options. What can I change in the options? Just the graphics mainly. What about the gameplay? Keyboard, mouse, key mapping. What the hell does it mean by QWERTY? QWERTY. Okay. How about controls? Move camera, Q and E. So yeah, it's WASD keys, accelerate space, interact F. So it's one of those games where you use F to interact. Well, that's because the Q and E are for the camera. Notebook L, launch scenario. So yeah, there is a combat system involved. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be very much like Alone in the Dark style combat or Resident Evil style combat without the tank controls. The A and D. Oh wait, I'm seeing similar controls here. So maybe combat is different. I mean, yes, there is combat in Call of Cthulhu, but it's usually deadly and preferably avoidable. But in fantasy flight games of the Arkham horror variety, yeah, there's plenty of combat to be had. Right? I mean, you get guns and everything. To which I have to ask, how do you shoot an interdimensional eldritch being? I mean, let me explain to you why cosmic horror creatures are so impossible to kill, especially if they're cosmic deities, is because technically it was Lovecraft's way of describing what a fourth dimensional creature would be like. And right now, we're only seeing a three-dimensional variant of it. And because it's three-dimensional, and not the full four-dimension, we're only seeing a part of it. It's like the equivalent of us being the size of a finger puppet, fighting a full-size human being, but only able to see and attack its finger while it's using a finger puppet. It's kind of like that. That's usually what it's like when these creatures manifest in our world. They're manifesting in forms of finger puppets. Their own version of finger puppets. Their own avatars, if you will. So I best you give it a paper cut. Alright, I've tarried here long enough. Your progress is recorded in a notebook. Remember to check it from time to time. Alright. Some very shrewd advice. Tutorial, your investigator. Welcome to Arkham by the advice. Who will be your investigator in this new adventure? Alright. Harvey Walters, the professor. So yeah, they have all these, they usually have these pre-made characters. No, I don't remember him. Yeah, he's in history and archaeology. So, oh, and astronomy too. So yeah, with a doctorate in both history and archaeology, as well as an expertise in ancient languages, Harvey Walters is one of the most friendly and helpful colleagues at Miskatonic University. He has certainly been of use in answering my questions about pagan culture's understanding of astronomy. His own studies remain a mystery, as he refuses to discuss them with his colleagues. One can't help but wonder whether the stodgy professor is harboring a scandalous secret. So yeah, there's his stats. He's got search, well, investigation. He could just manual, logical, willpower, physical, social. RV increases range of the group's magic and range attacks. Oh, alright. Mental resistance 45. Initiative weak, melee weak. Range average, magic average. Traumas inaccurate. Algophobia, self-mutilation. Do I get a description for any of these things? Nope. I don't know what they do in game terms. Oh yeah, red is health, 9 is, I guess, sanity. And it's usually standard for a Call of Cthulhu party. You usually have like one old guy who knows a lot of ancient books and can possibly deal with the metaphysical stuff, the magic and everything. But he's much older, weaker, and probably has less sanity than much of the rest of the group. But you need him for all the spell stuff. I have to apologize for the dings on my phone.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
The fuck? Okay, Fantasy Flight. Do me a favor. Don't. Actually, what else were they gonna do? You know what? Fuck it. Just don't hire voice actors for individual characters. Just have one guy who's good at reading monologue the whole thing. Have it like Darkest Dungeons. Because, good God, you have to direct so many different kinds of personalities, and they could easily ruin this by making it so... by either spoiling the mood or just screwing everything else. Jenny cannot be inflicted with a restrained condition. She does some physical investigation. Okay, so she's a strong woman. Initiative average, melee average, range strong, magic weak, trauma, daydreaming, inaccurate, alcophobia. Alright. Ginny, as she prefers to be called, is the elder daughter of my friends, the Barnes. Despite her natural intelligence and all the advantages of her upbringing provided, she never seems to focus on a single pursuit. She prefers to dabble in literature, history, archaeology, virtually any other subject that crosses her path, never gaining expertise in any one. She certainly does not lack for passion or courage.
That's my cue to play.
What's it? Jim Culver, the musician. Oh yeah, that's right. They have.
There's no time like the present.
There's the professor.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
Dilettante.
That's my cue to play.
And there's the musician. Yeah, there's always at least one of these guys. I'm trying to remember if it's the same guy, but there's always a jazz musician in one of the Arkham horror games. Where his whole deal is that his music can somehow, like, raise the dead. Jim increases the group members' resistance. Oh, moral support. So strong initiatives, average melee, range strong, magic average. Jim Culver plays his trumpet at Velma's Diner. He inherited the instrument from his father, who played in nightclubs I visited in my younger days. From what I've heard, Jim's father passed along not only the trumpet, but also his talent. Of course, people exaggerate, but gossip is that Jim's playing made the widow Jenkins leap out of her coffin and dance at her funeral. Nonsense, of course, but that is the sort of story that makes the more superstitious residents of Arkham avoid Velma's Diner when he is playing. Yep, that is the one of the typical jazz characters in the Arkham horror games. There's even like one in the original Call of Cthulhu source book. He was in one of the sample quest lines. Again, I don't know if it's the exact same person, but yeah, trumpet that raises the dead. Because that's usually what happens. In fact, I might just play as him.
I'm ready to investigate.
Kate Winthrop, scientist. Kate has reduced... Yeah, I think these are the same characters as before. I just haven't played as them as much. Kate has a reduced chance to trigger traumas during investigations. Search and logical. Oh yeah, what was his...
That's my cue to play.
Yeah, he does manual
I'm ready to
investigation.
investigate.
Unlike most of the university staff, Kate Winthrop remains a virtual stranger to me. Even before the death of her mentor, Professor Young, she seemed only shy. Since the tragedy, she has become so lonely and aloof that our colleagues often forget her name. Perhaps it is just as well, since she speaks of Young's death in the unlikeliest of terms, imagining that bizarre creatures from another world devoured him. Most understand this reaction to be the result of an emotional trauma, but it has driven her to the most unusual research. Yeah, a lot of these characters tend to have some crazy backstories.
I'm prepared.
Safina Rousseau, the painter. I don't know, guys. My luck with painters in Call of Cthulhu games has not gone well. Just don't paint a dimensional shambler this time. Safina heals her group more when using healing items or spells. Alright, manual, social, weak, average. A Tahitian artist of extraordinary talent, Safina Rizal makes more money for her reproductions of others' work than for her original paintings. I can understand why, having seen her perfect recreations accurate down to the tiniest brushstrokes. I myself am fortunate enough to have her copy of Edward Hopper's House by the Railroad in my office. Her recent work has caused quite a stir with the depiction of an alien city she calls Carcosa. Uh-oh! Am I gonna see the King in Yellow in this? Unlike her reproductions, these paintings seem almost real. like a photograph, but with perfect color and depth. Getting some Pikmin's model vibes here.
It's my time in the spotlight.
William York, the Gravedigger. Alright. Initiative strong, melee strong, average, average. Is this gotta be the old man Jenkins of the group? Alright. William York has long desired to make a name for himself on the stage. Alas, having seen him in a performance of a Scottish play, I fear he shall never distinguish himself on the boards. To earn a living, he turned to work as a gravedigger, and no one can say he shies away from hard labor. Some do say, however, that in lonely hours after a funeral, William performs scenes for the dead. Whether or not they appreciate his performance, no one living can say. Yeah, some of these characters are pretty wacko.
I heed the Lord's call.
Zoe Samaras, the cook. Shouldn't she be good at healing? God's will. Zoe's melee attack deals more damage. Oh, so she's kind of like a crusader type. Initiative strong, melee strong, range average, magic weak. Of course, she doesn't deal with heretical witchcraft stuff. She is a woman of God. Such a tragic life Zoe Samaras has lived. She was only 6 years old when her parents perished in a fire. Thankfully, her embrace of religion gave her the strength she needed to persevere. She has made a decent living for herself as a chef, but there are persistent rumors that she believes the Lord speaks directly to her, encouraging her to combat the wicked after hours. I hope for her sake that this is only pernicious gossip, but no one can question her sense of justice. Wow. So what is she, the great-granddaughter of Solomon Kane here? Actually, I'm gonna see if I could up the graphics a bit. Quality settings. Yeah, let's put it on high. Confirm changes. I'm sure that won't slow down my PC by too much. Alright, it's confirmed. If it does slow down my PC, I'll turn it back.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
That's my cue to play.
I'm not seeing much
I'm ready to investigate.
in character models
I'm
here.
prepared.
It's my time in the spotlight.
I heed the Lord's call.
Alright. Well, obviously I'm gonna
That's
play
my
as the
cue to
black
play.
dude, so... Are you sure you want to use this this investigator? Yeah. To get protective effects from unique objects, you just have to put them into an investigator's inventory. This gives them a bonus. Or I could play as the religious nut. Bananas. It's like, I gotta play as the jazz musician. So, yeah, this might be a party-based RPG.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wilhelmina Tillinghast, Professor of Astronomy at Miskatonic University. All my life I have dedicated myself to the study of celestial objects. Most recently, I visited Louisiana to observe the passage of a comet I had observed for many years. I hoped the trip would provide me with the evidence required to conclude my decades-long research. Yesterday, you received my telegram requesting that you meet me at my house, just outside Arkham. And so, you've decided to join me in my mansion.
Professor Tillinghast must like the blues more than those stuffed shirts at Miskatonic University if she called me out here for a performance. You don't see that too often in an elderly lady.
That's for sure. She wouldn't happen to have a resonator, would she?
Welcome to my mansion, my friend.
I'd better ring the bell.
For sure. Camera control, Q and E. Yeah, I already looked at that. Alright. Maybe I should turn off the tutorial. What have we here? Can I click on that? Investigation actions. Magnifying glass icons displayed over objects you can investigate. This ornament seems to be used as a roundabout for vehicles. Alright. Nothing out of the ordinary here, it seems. Now, I've already heard some good things about this game, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I mean, it's got the Fantasy Flight effect. Except, instead of like still pictures, we're in full 3D now. This is definitely Professor Tillinghast's car. The engine appears to be cold. So yeah, she hasn't gone anywhere in a while.
Maybe she's hard of hearing.
How rude of me to make you wait like this. I wonder whether something's wrong.
There's a light coming from that second floor window. She must be home. The door's locked. I ought to find a way in to check on her.
Then how is she talking to me? Each scenario has to set specific objectives. Complete to progress to the next scenario. These objectives are displayed in your notebook and are updated as you complete them. Alright. Find another way in. Yeah, you arrive. Oh, so this is done in her perspective, an invitation. You have arrived at my modest manor home in Arkham, invited personally by me, Professor Tillinghast. When I failed to answer the door, you understood at once something was amiss. After all, I'm hardly one of those absent-minded biddies whose minds wander off at the slightest distraction. Quite reasonably, you searched for another way inside the house to ensure I was well. So yeah, she's gotta be narrating, isn't she? So, investigators. No enemies yet. I mean, the game did... Yeah, group members. So I figured there would probably be a party system involved, but I don't think there's any. Actually, I'm starting to wonder if this is an online game. This might be, because usually... I mean, since Fantasy Flight games are... Or since Arkham horror games are usually or board games, they're usually intended for multiplayer. So I guess this is just... I may have to play... I may have to play this online somewhere. Although I didn't see anything about online play being required. Front door. You've tested it before. The front door is locked. Let's see. So, I guess... The box beneath the first floor window seems to invite you to take away inside. But it looks shut.
It's no problem to reach the window, but it's shut tight. I'd need to smash the glass to get inside.
Yeah, I'm playing a black dude breaking into a white woman's house. This is not gonna end well for me.
I hope you aren't thinking what I fear you're thinking.
What I need is something heavy to smash this window.
What have we here? A wheelbarrow. Some interaction with objects may ask you to choose the best action out of several possible actions. Those are called complex actions. Wheelbarrow stands abandoned in the lawn. Perhaps you'll find something inside to help you break the window. Wire cutters. Okay. I'll break in a different way. So all I needed to do is look for a fence. I wonder what this is. A greenhouse. You can see beautiful flowers in the greenhouse. Professor telling guests must be a passionate gardener. Well, yeah. Because I didn't see anything for servers or anything like that. The gate is shut. You came from the other side. The countryside here would be lovely for a long walk when the weather is fine. Not like today. I mean, if it is multiplayer, I mean, I would love to play this with some of my friends. The basement must be behind this trapdoor, but you have no reason to go in there. The professor is waiting for you. I wonder if I have a stamina. Alright, let's look around some more. See if I could find something that I could use the wire cutters on. Here stands the car in which you arrive. Before leaving, you should meet Professor Tellingast. Yeah, play our song. Oh, well, apparently I can
How
use...
dare you smash my window? I hope you intend to have it replaced.
Just don't call the cops. So, let's review what just happened. I took a small bit of wire cutters and I used them to break a window. I figured, you know what? A rock would have been better.
I hope this really is an emergency and the professor forgives me. Anyway, I can't apologize until I find her. Where would she be?
This totally isn't going to end well. And if something bad has happened to her, well, guess what? I left some evidence of forced entry on my part. So, already my character's acting stupid. A beautiful piano. You don't recall the professor mentioning that she could play. Judging from the dust on the instrument, you doubt it seemed much use. Well, I'm more of a trumpet guy, actually. A large painting of a comet hurling through the night sky. It seems the professor's interest in astronomy colored her taste in art as well. Alright. Yeah, the camera's kind of annoying me.
A broken vase. The professor must have heard it fall. She wouldn't have just left it here.
I certainly would not. I take pride in a clean and tidy abode, especially when expecting visitors.
How is she talking?
I better find her.
How much you want to bet she's dead? Actually, let's take a look at the... See if I could get anything from this. No. Complex investigation. If your investigators have knowledge required, they will offer advice on the best course of action. If this is not the case, they will tell you nothing. Yeah, good to know. Knowledge logical, no advice. The shards of some fragile object, now shattered, lie on the ground. Perhaps it's a clue. An unsuitable action makes Mythos clock go faster. I'm just gonna cancel, cause I'm not gonna mess with this thing. Can I investigate the envelope that was opened with a paper cutter? Nope. There's a door over there. I guess I'll just go right up to... Can I go on the stairs, at least? Yeah, I was wrong. This is not Resident Evil, because... even in Resident Evil, I would have been able to climb stairs. I do hear movement. Yeah, at first I thought it was the game echoing, or... I guess... A door. It seems this door is locked. It's a good thing that it's not where you want to go. Yeah, can I go up the... Why can't I not go up the stairs? I have to deal with the vase. Okay, what if I put it together? A closer inspection of the fractured object reveals it was a vase. Based on its position, you'd think it fell from the table nearby. Since the fragments are free of dust, you deduce it broke recently.
That scream came from upstairs.
That sounds like my voice. I must need help.
Professor, was that you?
Alright.
Of course it was. Hurry!
No answer. There must be someone else in the house. I ought to find a weapon.
Losing sanity. A certain event will force a sanity check. Each investigator's mental resistance score determines their chance of success or resisting it. When sanity reaches 0, investigator in question suffers from a trauma, which gives them a penalty. Alright, so I get mental traumas. Find a weapon. Story so far. My invitation was for a visit, not wanton vandalism. She's pissed. Certainly, I understand your concern for my safety, but couldn't you have found a less destructive means of entering than to climb atop a wooden box and break through the music room window? Well, the game didn't give me any other real option when you get right down to it. I was looking for another way. Just as you've discovered a broken vase near the front door, a scream from the upper floor drew your attention. Could it have been my voice you heard? Alright, now can I go upstairs? At all? Oh wait, I have to get a weapon first. A dinky little knife. The little table is full of items. Perhaps searching them will turn up one that's useful. Just examine. The knife is right there. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Through your investigations, you may draw the attention of Grey Old Ones. This is called Mythos. The Mythos clock fills up each time an unsuitable action is chosen during a complex interaction at the end of a full round of combat. When the Mythos clock is full, a Great Old Ones will intervene to slow you down. Be on guard. Alright, look through it. You know, if something happens to her, it would be very bad if the cops found me with a knife. Just saying. So yeah, damage 6 to 7 from 30%. So item found.
That knife might come in handy if I run into trouble.
Actually, staying away from trouble might come in even more handy.
What on earth are you doing with my letter opener?
Yeah. Oh my god, that knife is gonna be dull as shit. Now I can go upstairs, apparently. Let's go into here.
The scream must have come from the other side of this door.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
That's my office door.
The door through which you heard the professor scream is locked. I guess I have to find a key. So maybe? Yeah, that's just a bathroom. Your reflection gazes back at you from a scrumptious clean bathroom mirror. I have a feeling when I look at it with low sanity, I'm gonna see something else. A well-built cabinet is locked shut. This lock might be weak enough to break. Alright, manual. So yeah, I'm just gonna break in, break open locks and rob stuff. I mean, I'm sure that won't leave me looking incriminating. But hey, I get bandages, useful items. Close. I am doing all kinds of things that would get me in trouble. Oh. Never knew she had kids. Children's toys. Maybe her grandchildren comes here. Toys are laid around the room so carefully that you doubt a child ever touched them. Good to know. I need to find a key. Someone else is here. It's not what you think.
Who's there?
I'll ask the questions. Roland Banks, Bureau of Investigation. I'm on the job. Who are you, and what's your reason for being here?
I was invited.
What would a federal agent want with me?
The professor had some idea of hiring me to perform some music for her. I'm Jim Culver. When she didn't answer the door, I got worried and came in. Then I heard her scream and came upstairs.
Seems like I'm on the right track. Something hinky's going on here.
Is Professor Tillinghast a suspect in some crime?
At this rate, I'll probably end up a suspect in a crime, but let's keep the right to remain silent here, guys. Boy, did I pick the wrong character for this.
She's only a person of interest. The Bureau has evidence that others are trying to involve her in some shady business.
Go. That does not sound good. That probably incriminates me more, especially since, well, some people say that his music is shady
I
business.
came to find out what she knows, if anything. Then I heard the scream, too. Seems we need a key to get inside that room.
I wasn't prepared for so many guests today.
Then why'd you hire a musician?
I'll help you find that key.
Alright, now I have a party member. Roland Banks, new investigator. The Fed, mental assistant. I first met Roland Banks when he visited my home to ask me whether I knew anything about some strange group of people. He seemed to have little more than a vague rumors to investigate. And to be honest, I still don't entirely understand what he was after. Still, he seemed honest, if not open, and he has the broad shoulders and quiet confidence one likes to see in members of the Bureau of Investigation. He certainly appears to be the sort of person one would call for help. Perfect aim. Roland has more of a chance of dealing a critical hit in combat. Logical. Initiative. Strong. All right. infant's crib. Obviously not brand new, but well cared for. I'll deal with that later. So yeah, there are party members in this game. A well-organized bookshelf with something on it. You haven't found a new item, cigarettes. I'm sure he'll want that. Plus one sanity. Things to calm the nerves. Oh yeah, I should probably equip. Just in case I go into combat. So yeah, this must be our bedroom. Maybe the key's in here. I like how he just takes out a notepad. Strong wooden chest. Doesn't seem to be locked, but something else is preventing it from opening. Oh, jeez. Why can't I get a guy that strong? Alright, let's check another place. Real tense music going on here. Door doesn't lead to where the professor telling us. Alright. I'm looking for a key though. Door doesn't lead to where... Painting cats. Painting of cats. Old ladies tend to like cats, but you do admit it emits a sense of calm. So are they saying that she's a crazy cat lady now? So yeah, robbed of anything else to do, I'm just gonna break into more things. And hopefully the Fed isn't trying to set me up. I'll make a move as soon as I figure out what I ought to do. Alright. But something else is preventing it from opening. Okay, well let's try forcing it. No, that doesn't work. Shake. You open the chest to find it's full of books. Lying on top them is a single sheet of paper on which is written a recipe for apple fritters. Remove one at a time with a fork truck. Remove. All that trouble. Really? That's all I get out of that? I guess I'm gonna have to deal with this too. Among the ornaments, a key tagged office hangs from the... What a clever place to keep a spare key.
There's a key on this mobile.
My files say Tillinghast has no children. If that's true, why would she need a nursery?
Yeah, raises a few questions here.
The professor always wished for children, even long after she grew too old to have them.
Oh, I can't say it isn't true. I wish people were less prone to idle gossip.
Yeah, this is turning into a comedy, really, more than an actual... So, I found the key. Office door is locked. You have to obtain the key to the office. Oh yeah, I have, what, 3 more mistakes before the horrors of the mythos start strolling right on in. Well, enemy encounters. You will encounter enemies as you explore. You can know which room contains enemies as a glow crawls from under the door. Actually, I wonder, can I switch characters? Or... Okay. Well, we're all equipped. Might as well go in.
What? Who?
Oh, go figure. It's a cultist.
An intruder? How many people can I expect to break into my house today?
Who are you?
Listen, pal. You've got some explaining to do.
For example, why is there red mist coming from that door?
Come then. I have just the explanation you deserve.
Combat is turn-based. Every character acts one after the other without time constraints. The order of each attacker is based on their initiative. Roll at the start of combat and is displayed at the top of the screen on the initiative bar. Each character has 5 action points to spin each turn. Each action has a specific action point cost. Once found in action cannot be undone, except for movement. Attack action point. There are 3 types of weapons. Melee, range, and spellbook. Each investigator has a different aptitude with the various weapon types. This aptitude will affect the action points. So yeah. What else can I do? He doesn't have his trumpet with him. Oh, I can trade with other people. This is rapidly starting to give me, dang it. There was another Call of Cthulhu game. I think it's called The Wasted Land. Yeah, it's giving me flashbacks to that game. Not a good game, by the way. I guess... go attack the cultists? Oh well. Move. So, yeah, well, I haven't used my position yet. Oh, now I can move. Just run up to this guy. Confirm position. And guess attack. I wonder if I have limited ammo. Well, finish this guy off. I wonder if this will be counted as a excessive use of force.
What's going on?
Well, he was an imminent threat.
We'd better have a look inside.
Remember to reload your weapons after each fight. You can reload from the inventory, select your weapon, and reload. So I do have limited ammo. Reload. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the door through which you heard Professor Screamer's line. The key fits. You unlock the door.
Who in blazes are you?
I like his, like, my character's freaking out while Fed is just got this grim, angry face.
What happened here? Is that...
Yeah, I'm playing the stupid guy very well. Obviously, someone got ritualistically murdered. Possibly as a human sacrifice.
Wait. That's me. That is, it's my body.
Congratulations, you're Professor Body now.
That's Professor Tillinghast, all right. She won't be telling me much anymore.
We need to stop them.
Well, there goes the sanity points. I guess move. Confirm and then just knife that guy. Yeah, I think I figured this one out. Shoot the one with the knife. Just refocus, dude. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Ow. After all characters have had their turn to attack, the Mythos clock fails. Well, that can't be good. Guess I should save my ammo, so just beat the hell out of this girl. Beat her again. Actually, oh, it needs 3 action points. This action is called Overwatch, and investigator will prepare to attack, even when it's not their turn. The first enemy that moves within their weapon's range. Smoke. Enough attack. Let's finish this guy off. Can't move around her. End turn here. Damn! Knife bitches. Hard. Alright, let's beat her to death. Oh, wait. Confirm. Still getting used to this whole confirm thing.
Who were those cloaked figures? This wasn't just a burglary.
No, it was murder. Oh yeah, we just committed murder ourselves.
You're right about that. Must be connected to my investigation. We better have a look around.
What are you investigating? You seem awfully trustworthy. Well, who am I kidding? I've done dumber things in actual Call of Cthulhu games. To your horror, you recognize the body. Definitely Professor Telling Gas. There's no question she's dead. Let's not mess with that yet. Logical. We should be able to put some of the objects back together. Alright, broken glass. Let's put them together. Reassembling most of the shattered container, you see a flask that probably came from a laboratory. You can make out the print. Miskatonic University. Of course.
I hope this broken glass doesn't mean there's been trouble.
I am at a loss. Just fire the writer. This is... It's like your friend just got mutilated and mangled on the floor in a ritualistic sacrifice. You just killed several cultists, and now you're wondering if there's gonna be trouble?
Yeah, a broken jar, a flask. Can make out a few letters. Miska, Uni...
Miskatonic University Science Lab. We know what it is. I'm losing my enthusiasm for this game.
Miskatonic University Science Lab. That's simple enough.
Yeah, what he said. Is creativity dead in this world? Maybe there's a weak spot. Alright, desk drawer lock. No need to open it before searching inside. Alright, find flaws. Inside the drawer are tucked various notebooks. At a glance, you find nothing related to the murder. But it's clear Professor Tillinghast was in the habit of recording even trivial events in her life.
Look at these notebooks. Is this the professor's handwriting?
It is, but how would you know?
There's no useful information here. But perhaps Professor Tillinghast kept notes on this material in another location.
Blue edit notebook. Yeah, I think the footsteps just go on a little bit more than usual. Strange people came into the house and... No one was more shocked than I to discover my dead body. So yeah, let's take a look here. The clock continues ticking away the seconds. Inconsiderate of the terrible crime poets assure us should have stopped its functions. Cute. Alright. Guess I'm gonna have to... Oh wait, what have we here? Sanity loss, that's what we have. A large glyph has been painted on the floor, apparently in blood. You're certain that Professor Tillinghast was deliberately killed above it. But you aren't certain of is why. If you feel the stability of your mind shatter, sanity check.
What's this weird symbol drawn on the floor? Is that blood?
Oh, no wonder he lost his sanity.
My nice, clean floor, ruined.
I think you have more to worry about than your floor.
That looks like some kind of cult symbol. This ain't a garden variety burglary.
Yeah, nothing gets past you, Fed. Alright, let's take a look. I guess we're gonna have to pat her down. Willpower. Who has the willpower for this? Alright. Guess we're gonna have to deal with the great old Mythos effects insanity. You feel, no here, no, what is this? This is wrong. Your head is about to explode. All investigators must check their sanity. Ah, great. Is there a way to raise sanity back? Actually, usually there isn't much in a Call of Cthulhu game. But in an Arkham horror game there is. Oh, great. The sanity checks everywhere. A deep weeping wound in her abdomen appears to be the cause of death. Judging by the witness, it appears she was killed recently.
Poor Professor Tillinghast. Such a terrible death.
Hey, play your trumpet. Just do it. Play your trumpet. I want to see what happens if he plays his trumpet. Oh my god, if I was role-playing this guy right now, I would so try that as a player, just to mess with people. It's like, yeah, key character is found dead, all of a sudden she gets back up and starts dancing.
Despite my age, I had much more to do in life.
This wound on her stomach? It looks like she was knifed.
Again, nothing gets past you. I can see why you're a federal agent.
We found everything we're liable to find here. Time to see where the evidence leads us.
And so, my friends set out to discover how I was killed.
Am I just now seeing the title screen? Alright. We're just gonna have to sit through this. You managed to stay sane. Well, to be honest, there wasn't much to damage our sanity. Alright. Your investigators are returning to the office.
Search of my office makes it clear you must visit Miskatonic University. Not only did I work there, but the broken jar came from the university lab. Why did those strange men need it? Whatever the answer, you're sure to find it at Miskatonic.
Need it? They shattered it! Whatever fluid was in there probably would have been lost. Alright. Group selection. You need to select a group that will continue the investigation to the next scenario. Build a group based off of the challenge you expect to face in the field. Review the investigator's strengths as you need in your notebook. Alright, who should I bring for the whole Miskatonic University? Obviously, this is all I can bring. So yeah, send this guy. Since he's probably got to deal with a lot of logical puzzles, and he's got a gun in case something bad happens. Oh, and his sanity's back, I think. This? Yeah. Actually, let's check their stats. Whoa. Melee, average, range, strong. Yeah, he would have been better with ranged weapons. But he doesn't have a gun yet, so yeah. So, he gets the gun, he gets the knife, he gets the cigarettes, he gets the bandages, or just one. I mean, I don't expect too much resistance or too much physical damage, so let's just save our bandages. Plus, we probably need the inventory space. So let's launch scenario. Yeah. So they probably just lost temporary sanity.
Welcome to Miskatonic University, home of the prestigious Orne Library, which includes the country's largest collection of occult books. I once studied here as a student, later donning the mantle of professor and passing along all I learned to the next generation of astronomy students. This place was like a second home to me. Perhaps the things I left behind will provide you with clues to the answers you seek.
Science and astrophysics, huh? I bet we'll meet a lot of eggheads in this department.
Okay.
Oh, it has changed over the years, but no place feels more like home to me. Not even my little house.
The secretary said Professor Norman Withers could give us access to Professor Tillingist's office. But what do we expect to find?
We won't know until we look.
All right, let's find this Professor Withers.
Here we go. Exploration combat overlay. See. Let's check the map here. Gee, thanks for nothing. Revive at 50% health. That's probably that guy's. Should I steal from him? Why not? He won't miss it. Which I'll give it to him. Notebook. So yeah, I'm just looking over other people's shoulders. I can't stop thinking about that queer old book with the strange writing. Even holding it in my hand seems to drain my strength, as if it were some sort of vampire sucking away my energy. When Professor Tillinghast caught me with it, she confiscated it at once. I haven't seen it since. Maybe if I look in Tillinghast's office, I might have an occult book.
Here's Tillingist's office on the left, Withers to the right. They must have known each other pretty well.
Professor Tillingist's door is locked.
But of course, my friend, academics are no less prone to snooping around each other's secrets. Some have even been known to steal a colleague's research and present it as their own.
We'd better ask Withers for the key.
Well, at least the dialogue is playing out like what Call of Cthulhu players would talk like. In the corridor stands a bookshelf proudly displaying the publications of Miskatonic University, mounted in the center of the plaque reading Lux Obscuro Sumus, or as Latin readers would translate it, we are the light in the darkness. Lux in Obscuro Sumus. Lux in Obscuro Sumus. For we are the light in the darkness.
I say no, Agatha. You will pardon me for saying I have never believed your methods to be the least bit scientific. I refuse to believe that
Oh, they're talking about me. Norman and I were colleagues for years. So naturally, we addressed each other by our Christian names.
Good to know. Does that mean I get to have him as a extra character?
You, of course, may call me Professor Tillinghast.
Yes, what is it? How can I help you?
Listen, Professor. We're here to investigate the death of your neighbor. One Professor
Not again. Can't an old man mourn his friend in peace? Oh, these constant intrusions by reporters and police and garden variety busybodies.
She just died. How many people know about this?
As I told your friends earlier, I do not wish to be disturbed.
I'm sorry, Professor. It's just...
Wait just a moment, Norman. Something tells me these people aren't the same as the others. Look at their eyes. They've seen things beyond the quotidian.
Yeah, we've seen a few crazy people draw symbols on the ground and kill somebody over
Forgive my manners. I'm Professor Agatha Crane, and you seem to know of my colleague. Something tells me you've seen Wilhelmina, haven't you? That is, Professor Tillinghast.
Agatha, for heaven's sake, stop this nonsense.
Now, Professor Withers, she's right. We've seen unusual things.
We haven't even gone to the Mythos monsters yet. Needless to say, yeah, I'm starting to speed through these things because I'm reading this faster than
We
they're
arrived
speaking
too
it.
late to save Professor Tillinghast. We've seen evidence that whatever happened to her was unnatural, to say the least.
She was
We intend
stabbed!
to get to the bottom of it.
Shit, what's so unnatural? I mean, granted, it's not of natural causes, but we have no reason to suspect it was some kind of Mythos monster that killed her.
I told you, Norman, that box could hold more than knickknacks and gewgaws. I, for one, want to see it for myself. You there, come with me.
She was stabbed.
What? Where are you going, you confounded parapsychologist?
I mean, if I jump to those conclusions that fast, the Keeper would have accused me of metagaming.
To the observatory. Wait here, Norman. I know you won't want to be disturbed further.
Alright. I guess we're not... Oh, new investigators. Okay, so he's not joining. Parapsychologist. With a crazy-ass monocle. Professor Agatha Crane made her reputation in mathematics and psychology to two fields. I would never have expected someone to combine. Surprising us even more, she turned those studies to outre fields of parapsychology and the occult. The word wrapping. Some of the others might smile at her behind their hands, but I find her stories and speculations highly entertaining, even if they are no more than a bunch of balderdash. Alright, on alert. Social and willpower. Okay, we need some social. Average and everything. Alright. Ah, yes, bullets. We need bullets. Alright, close. Why a university professor would keep bullets in his filing cabinet? I don't know. He just does. Whisper, whisper, whisper. What's here? Yeah, you wonder what sort of astronomy events warrant a trophy. I guess, find the right star event?
Ah, the old observatory. Don't be fooled by its antiquated fixtures, my friends. Of course, the new Gerald Warren Astronomical Observatory is a technological marvel. But I shall always remember this one more fondly. Through these telescopes, I first gazed with wonder at the stars and the vast voids between them.
Alright, more evidence to log. Yeah, story is still advancing. With a hairpin, I could pick this lock. We even have a hairpin? Well, I guess I could try. Tilling gas box. After applying a little elbow grease and opening the locker, you find a box inside. Written in the neat letter on the label is the name Professor Tilling Gas. I'm not gonna look too much into the fact that they made the black dude the guy who lockpicks. I mean, already we're on a roll. I broke a window to break into somebody's house. I picked up a knife to shank somebody with, and now I'm picking locks. All right, let's.
Here is the mysterious box.
Yeah, what about it?
The label marks it as belonging to Professor Tillinghast. What are these strange things inside?
Oh no, not another sanity check.
This symbol. It was in Professor Tillinghast's room.
You've seen this symbol in Wilhelmina's room, haven't you? It is similar to the iconography of ancient pagan rituals. Here is proof that Wilhelmina's research went beyond known science and into the realm of the paranormal.
Many of our colleagues questioned Agatha's unorthodox avenues of research, but none questioned her resolve. Once she sets her mind to a goal, nothing can stop her.
Demons! These are demons! They smell of sulfur. Yeah, somebody get Alex Jones on the case.
We must show this to Norman. Only then will he help us.
I would love to see an Alex Jones character in a Call of Cthulhu setting. Bilderbergs! Ooh, pipe wrench. Well, it does damage. I guess I'll give it to him. She can have that. She can also have this. Actually, let's check it with the character. What is everyone good with? Or log. Investigators. Average. Yeah, she's average with melee, so. desk. So much clearing a desk, it might take a while to find a needle in this proverbial haystack. Decide to open a small top drawer, you should be so lucky. Book of Restrain. An eldritch phrase that binds the target's limbs, slowing their movement. Aha! Actually, I'll let him hold that. Give this to her.
Could it be? Yes, these glyphs indicate gestures of power, of magic. This, my friends, is a grimoire, a book of spells. What it is doing at the university, I cannot say, but we mustn't let this opportunity go to waste. We must see whether these spells work.
How much you want to bet they do? Okay, I gotta check her again. Does she have a background in the occult? Let's see. Investigators. Yeah, mathematics and psychology. Well, I guess she's obsessed with the occult too, because she keeps talking about it. But yeah, she's got average magic. Yeah, I don't have anyone strong in magic yet. Once the pride of Miskatonic University Astronomy Department. This outdated telescope hasn't seen much use in recent years. Alright. So yeah, that's about it for this place. Show Withers.
Look here, Norman. See the odd things in this box of Wilhelmina's? Whatever she was researching, it was far more than that comet.
Alright.
I don't see what this has to do with her death.
We saw a sign identical to the one on this box in the room where Professor Tillinghast was killed.
I must admit that seems far too unlikely to be mere coincidence. Very well. You have my attention and my help. Wilhelmina left Arkham earlier this year, and I received this box. After hearing no word from her, I became concerned, and I confess, I briefly searched her office for some indication of the purpose of her travel.
Oh, Norman, you dear fool. I was only gone a week. Why did you worry so?
Unfortunately, I couldn't make sense of her notes. They made no sense to me. I did sense a whiff of the occult about them, which I admit made me uneasy.
Yeah, they're jumping headlong into the occult stuff.
We can't crack this case without your help, Professor. Tell us what you know, and we'll fill you in on what we discover.
Yeah, no slow burn on this one, no skepticism. Just right on in.
Yeah, take the key to Wilhelmina's office. While you have a look in there, I'll pore over these notes again.
What was that sound? It came from next door.
Someone broke in.
My office? Who's in there?
She's probably gonna get annoying after a while. Alright. And nobody seems concerned. Alright, let's take a look. Engraved in our brass plaque beside the door. Professor Wilhelmina Tillinghast, the door slightly ajar. As I am slowly walking my way through it and phasing right through it. I mean, my guess is that they still need to work out all the bugs on this. The door has been unlocked. Well, whatever we were looking for was probably taken. That can't be good.
What was that commotion? There's nobody here.
Someone beat us to it. The room's been searched, and recently.
Just look at this mess. Someone has ransacked my office.
Look there. Even the safe is broken open.
Whatever was in there, the intruders have it. We have to find them.
Whoever it is must be dangerous. You must protect the students.
Well, can we look around a bit more? Man, it's been forced open. A series of notes written by Professor Tillinghast's distinctive hand. They appear to be nothing more than observations on our students, which she apparently liked to appear off like a matchmaker. While amusing, the notes don't appear useful to the investigation. So I gain us 1 sanity of seeing students getting a date. Find a book by a notorious occultist, Aleister Crowley, a treatise on astrology. You see Edward Hopper's painting, House by the Railroad. It's a stark vertical horizontal lines, as well as striking color palette. Seems unsettling in this context. I could have played a character that made that painting. Alright, let's head outside, and possibly into combat.
These goons dress just like those mooks at the professor's house.
Quick! Do the shield your face move! Everyone, the same one as before.
They're the ones who looted her office. Stop them!
Who are these interlopers? Deal with them while the others escape!
I'm surprised security never stopped these guys, considering they're dressed in obvious cultist getup. Alright. I guess I'll shoot at the furthest one. Okay. Shoot him? Guess overwatch these guys. Just gonna have them rush up in. Well, he's gotta move first. Can't use that. Can't use that. Too much movement. I guess end turn here. %50% wrong cast chance. Well, she wanted to see if these things work, so let's try it. During the course of the game, your investigators will see their status affected by various conditions, some positive, some negative. Whenever an investigator is affected, you will receive immediate feedback indicating a condition. This feedback will fade, but the portrait will display a buff or a debuff. You can obtain more detailed information about the condition by affecting investigators or enemies by opening the overlay screen. So spellbooks allow the investigators to manipulate the unfathomable energies. While a spellbook is equipped, the investigator can't use Overwatch, no matter the nature of the spell. Some also may have unknown effects on the group or enemies. Well, that one just accidentally healed the guy, so... But I think that binds him. Or slows him down at least. Yeah, restrained for 3 turns. So yeah, he can't do much. Actually, I should have used it on the other guy. Shoot this guy again, which should finish him off. Ooh, headshot! Now reload. That should be it for this. Doesn't have enough action points for anything else. Move her into melee. And just have her attack. And he can't do any kind of fist fighting, so just gonna end his turn. Have him finish the guy off. Oh no, another player character.
Oh no, the students!
It must be one of those weird burglars. Let's go.
Already we're losing sanity. Alright, which door? Good to know. Miskatonic squids? Really? Go pots! Emptying this is starting with a fresh canvas. It's not the most glamorous job, but searching the garbage. Clue. Alright, so we got more bullets! More bullets! Can never have enough bullets. Also equip that.
That scream came from right around here.
Alright.
This was Wilhelmina's classroom. It sounds as though some students have locked themselves in.
Who's out there?
It's me, Professor Crane. Are you all right in there?
Yeah, we're just suffering from the average school shooting right now.
We're safe, but some strange people attacked us. We managed to barricade ourselves inside.
You stay put until we've dealt with them. Did you see which way they were heading?
They ran down the next corridor. Be careful, Professor. They look dangerous.
After we handle those burglars, we should come back here. If this was Professor Tillinger's classroom, we might find clues inside.
Does this count as an active shooter scenario? Maybe it's an active caster scenario. We are dealing with cultists. Alright. I like how I still despite there being like tense moments going on, I still have time to investigate stuff. Yeah, I already searched that door, I think. Or did I? Oh. So yeah, that's the student's room. Then what's over here? That's locked. Okay. So there's no run animation.
Come here, you!
Just walk more briskly animation. That's what the spacebar does.
Help me! We must protect the students!
Some fights will require you to protect civilians. Make sure you protect them. Use items or spells on them if needed.
Help me!
He starts off with 0 sanity. Alright, guess I'm gonna have to shoot the closest guy. Actually, let's take this guy out, because he has the heavier weapon. 16. So yeah, attack this guy. And then overwash all of them. Yeah, let's just rush in there. Firm position, just to get myself into melee. I think he'll be fine. Actually, yeah, just end turn. Use a spell book to just slow one of them down. Oh, she can only hit one? Alright. Let's cancel. Let's move our... There we go. And then use this on that cultist. Alright, took him down. Oh, my boy's getting surrounded.
Help me!
How about you just run away? Let's see. Won't be able to hit this one. Let's just take this one out. And Overwatch in case he tries to attack the student. Alright. Smashy, smashy! Yeah, if there's one thing you can fight, it's cultists. And that did not kill him, for some reason. I mean, these guys are surviving gunshots and bike locked to the skull, for crying out loud. I wanted to get rid of that guy before the others get to him. Alright. Well, my boy's tangled up, so I'll move her up to this guy. Have her shank this bitch. Alright, and turn here.
Help me!
Yeah, I'm using my pistol a lot on these guys. And now I have to reload because I'm out of ammo. Well, the extreme effect is gone. Yeah, the old lady can take care of him. Let's just take out this guy. Hopefully I get a critical. And I don't. Alright, and turn. Let's try to refocus so he ends up... Do I get an attack of opportunity if I move out of melee? Maybe not. Maybe if I just repossession. And then... oh, well. Good enough for her to take out either one of these guys. Fading sanity. You feel an awful gaze of the gray old one's despair gnaws at your remaining sanity. Increases chances of failing your next sanity check.
Help me!
Actually, I'm not taking chances. I'm just gonna shoot this guy. Might be overkill, but fuck it.
Are you all right? Thank you. I think I'll be fine. It's mostly shock.
In 0 sanity.
This was just a diversion. We need to catch up to the men that were in Professor Tillingist's office.
But before I do, since there's no time constraint. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, investigating stuff is dangerous in here. Body vanishes from cemetery by Gerald White. The Arkham Gazette has learned that a body disappeared from the city cemetery early this morning. Police have questioned a man found on the scene, believing him to be a witness and perhaps an employee of the cemetery. More information to come as the story unfolds. Oh, so now we're dealing with revenants. The Call of Cthulhu universe. The only universe that punishes you for investigating further.
Are you hurt? No, just bruised. Some men in weird costumes knocked me down.
Which way did they go?
They ran right into that classroom.
I wonder, do I have any items to help? Yeah, I'm just gonna let her smoke a bit. Because she's at 2 sanity right now. Well, she could take the damage. Surprisingly, we're all still kind of mostly healthy. Oh, filthy bandage. Alright. So yeah, let's fight some more cultists.
Who are you people?
There they are! They have the Professor's things! Get them back!
These fools mustn't stop us. Deal with them.
Good thing I gave her something for her sanity. Because a good smoke always helps with sanity effects. Oh, one of them's got a gun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take her out. Yep, shoot her. Well, Overwatch the whole bunch of them, but most of all, like, make sure she gets taken out. Move. Walk up here for a melee attack. Just use it on her. Alright, let's just end turn for now. Yeah, just get rid of her because she's got the deadliest weapon right now. There's already blood on the ground too, so they totally massacred this place. Just watch for now. Get ready to take him out. Turn. Yeah, this feels like the kind of game that would have like had to have a Kickstarter to it. Doesn't have enough. Yes, smashy, smashy. Yeah, so just moving him to get ready to do melee and save ammo. And time to shank a hoe. And with a letter opener of all things.
That'll teach you to run from a federal agent. Now, let's see what you lifted from the office.
Yeah, these characters must be really strong to kill people with a freaking letter opener.
Robbing
Just
the
saying.
robbers. It would all seem a bit tawdry if it weren't so poetic.
Alright. A visual study is enough for now. Willpower. The unmoving body is one of those strangely garbed intruders. You won't be terrorizing students any longer, but perhaps you carry identification. Or better yet, a clue. Oh god damn it. Everyone's losing their sanity. This man's corpse produced no clues. What about her? She seemed like the ringleader. Better have a good look. The unmoving body of one of the strange thing. Okay, I guess search thoroughly. A search for the corpse turns up a letter from the head of Department of Science Astrology. It grants Professor telling us exclusive use of a science lab for the first time. Reading between the lines, you presume she intended to perform an experiment there. Review the stability of your mind shatter. Oh, great. Another sanity check. Because I found out she might be...
This letter indicates that Professor Tillinghast reserved the science lab for some experiment.
Yeah, doing some kind of mad doctor, mad scientist type experiments. Okay, dude, you need a cigarette. He's about to lose it. Use item. Sanity check for target. Oh, great. Actually, I don't think he's that desperate for our health yet. Actually, let's use for him. There we go. What's in here? On top of podium is an outline of top of autumn constellations, including Andromeda, Aquarius, Capricorn, Pegasus, and Pisces. Alright, I'm not going to examine the last body because, well, let's face it, that's just another opportunity to lose sanity. And we're already at 2.
We can't leave without recovering whatever those burglars stole.
Okay, fine. Let's see what the corpse carried in life. God damn it. It's a good thing I used the cigarettes. That guy was nearly on 0 sanity. From the dead man's pocket, you draw out a telegram addressed to Professor Tillinghast. Alphonse Lenotte is the traitor. Stop. Could pose a threat to your life. Stop. The herd. Alright.
Alphonse Lenotte. The herd? These notes won't carry a tune.
I don't recognize those names.
Alphonse Lenotte, an unsavory character indeed.
These clues might not make sense now, but we might be able to connect them to others later.
I think that's all they took.
We should return to Wilhelmina's classroom and tell the students the way is clear.
In that case, let's check the classroom. If it was Professor Tillinghast's, we're bound to find some clue about what happened to her.
Oh, student is bruised, but otherwise unhurt. It is thanks to your help. You have found a new item. Medical book. Alright. Yeah, I don't have a dedicated occult character yet. Actually, press the shift. Guess, unlock.
It's all clear, students. We've taken care of those brutes.
Yes, all 2 of you can now escape.
Thank you, Professor.
Let's make sure everyone is unhurt. Then let's have a look around this classroom.
Good God. This many chairs and this few students. Must be a slow attendance record here. Alright, let's take a look around. Locked display cases full of rocks with the same extraterrestrial origin. Small telescope. Pee-pee. Alright. As long as it wasn't the girls' locker room. Oh, there's a few more people hiding out in here. Okay. A letter, handwritten letter, difficult to make out the sentence going on. Deciphering the note, you find it describes an astronomical observation by one of the professor telling his students. A number of sequential dates are crossed off without notes, as if the professor missed several classes. To get an answer, you need to know the right question. A young woman who was hiding in the classroom. She was one of Professor Tellinghast's students. While she still appears frightened, perhaps you can coax some information out of her. Okay. As you question the student, she says, a few months ago, the professor asked me to return a book to the library. I returned it without looking at what it was. All I remember is that it was a large yellow book. Not a good color in this universe. Especially if it's in relation to a king. Oh, for fuck's... We now lost all sanity. The student looks nervous, perhaps shaken by whatever he read in the paper. Have you heard, he asked? Professor Tillingast's body disappeared from the cemetery. The only witness is Albert Hatcher, the gravekeeper. Whatever he saw drove him mad. What could it be? Oh! Uh-oh.
Professor Tillingast's body vanished from the cemetery? How ghastly.
Were you playing a song over there, buddy?
Who on earth would steal my corpse? It must have been grave robbers, of course. It isn't as though I could have leapt up and walked away.
You can never be too sure.
This Albert Hatcher is our only witness. We should visit him when we're done here.
Self-mutilation. You are the one to blame. You deserve to be punished. You'll do it yourself. Low chance of losing health every few steps. Suffering trauma. Once an investigator reaches 0, trauma will be inflicted on him or her. Your investigator can be affected by up to 3 traumas simultaneously. A 4th trauma will upgrade an existing trauma. If your investigators accumulate too many traumas too quickly, it can change the course of events. These traumas can be purged by leaving the investigator at the office between scenarios. Alright, good to know. Yeah, you wouldn't happen to be playing a song at our funeral. Yeah, Jim must have been playing a song at her funeral. So he probably thinks he's the one who caused her to get up and walk around. Thanks for your help, says the young woman. When you asked about the professor telling us, she said... She'd been spending a lot of time in the library lately. I know she kept a book in her bag. I didn't notice the title, but I saw the author's name was Y. Page. If you can find that book, it might tell you what she is researching. Good to know. With your gentle guidance, the student begins making sense. I'm one of Professor Tellingus' research assistants. Lately, the professor has been working on a project of her own. When I asked her about it, she said it was a project too advanced for me. I guess I was a little insulted, so I spied on her. I saw her look through the books in the 3rd bookcase from the back of the library. The one with the dictionaries and encyclopedias. She seemed impatient for results. If only she'd let me help. Clue added notebook. Investigate the library. Wasn't there something in the science lab that I should be looking at too? I guess that comes later. Oh, one more thing. Notes the top of desk outline in ancient cultures regarding constellations, presumably the most recent topic addressed in the room. Alright. Moving on. The wide-eyed, open-mouthed, wide-eyed and open-mouthed. I gotta read this right. Wide-eyed and open-mouthed. The student shudders in throes of panic. Perhaps a soothing voice would calm this person. Alright. With quiet words and soothing voice, you manage to calm the student. She thanks you with a smile and a gift. You have found a new item, promo captain. I guess the library must be upstairs or so? Or was it here? Yeah, it's here. Alright. Could always use more bullets. Pocket watch. Mythos clock drops to 0. So I'll give it to him. Another food recipe. So I'll look to see what else is around. James Irwin, president of Miskatonic University. Good to know. Should check the book in the back. Actually, cancel. What was my clue? Yeah, I'd already forgot. Maybe I should be taking notes myself. At this rate, it's like I'm gonna end up causing everyone to lose their sanity. Wrong button. I'm so used to using shift run. Actually, it's locked. So, yeah. Oh, god damn it. I got it. Force of habit using shift. I don't know why that's bound to shift, though. Oh, wrong guy. Yeah, I've already heard. Which student was it? Why page? So yeah, I have to check the Y section. Back to the freaking library. So no Y here. What about here? I guess S through Z? Actually, maybe in the back. Okay, not that. Where's the one on astrology? Studies of zoology and human anatomy, okay. What? Your thorough search gives you a wide review of his story. You find no proof. God damn it. And what was over here? Astronomical observations, the study of stars, constellations. Okay, maybe here. Nope. Shit. Spectral ambush. Wraith-like claws tear at your insides. Receive low physical damage. Oh, great. Everyone's gonna have a trauma. And I can't see what's going on. Wait. Trauma, cigarette addiction. You need a good smoke to calm your nerves. Where did you put that pack? Oh, there's 31 in your hand. Low urge to smoke a cigarette. Monophobia. Everyone else is gone. You're all alone. How can you possibly be surprised? Okay. Low chance of sanity loss when last standing in combat. God damn it. I need to go and check back with that one student and just see where the hell am I supposed to go? Yeah, because now everyone's has trauma. I guess I'm supposed to look for the last name, so it's like Page. I mean, two things vaguely related to what she would have been into. So I guess come through our. Are you freaking kidding me? I wouldn't even get hints or clues. What? This is really starting to... Sort of astronomy, but all right. Why Page? Go figures. Is there any more books, sections I could look into? Like in the back here? Yes, there's another one. Like some dictionaries, oh man, of helpful books. I can't imagine that being right. Can't get into the science lab yet for some odd reason. Actually, maybe I should go upstairs. Alright, fine. So I can't think of anything else to look for. It's locked. I can't get inside. I mean, I've checked with these students as much as I can. Been spending a lot of time in the library lately. Notice she kept a book in her bag. I didn't notice the title. I saw the author's name was Y. Page. Oh, look at this guy moonwalking. Doing the full Michael Jackson. The one with all the dictionaries and encyclopedias. Oh. Yeah, I was supposed to put two and two together. That's what I was missing. God damn it, I feel like a dumbass. Caused everyone to suffer a trauma for nothing. Browsing attracts your attention. Heavy yellow volume. Gotta be that. Among the references in the book, you find one listing a scientific group in the United States. One of them is called the Herd of Al-Getty, a small astronomical society based in New Orleans Gardens District. Finally.
Here it is again, the Herd of Al-Getty. There's some sort of astronomy club. That explains the professor's interest.
They're based in New Orleans?
Perhaps that's where the professor went on her trip.
That makes sense, since she circled the name in her book.
I do feel a pang of guilt at defacing a book in such a manner. I must have had a very good reason for it.
That about wraps it up. We've examined all the sites the professor would have known.
It's about time we return to Norman's office. Perhaps he's made some headway with those notes.
Alright. Now, let's go through this.
Help.
Head all the way to where... Good old friend... All right, Mr. Withers.
Ah, you're back at last. Did you find the cause of the commotion?
What, you didn't find out by now?
We took care of that, Professor. Don't you worry about it.
We discovered another clue as to what happened to Professor Tillinghast, as well as an enemy.
An enemy of Wilhelmina? Poppycock. Everyone liked her, even the students.
Yeah, these aren't the students we're talking
Do you
about.
know any reason why she requested exclusive access to the science lab for several days?
What? No, she had no need of a lab. As an astronomer, she spent most of her time in the observatory, not among flasks and beakers.
Not unless she was trying to make something.
The broken glass we found in Professor Tillinghast's house looked like it might have been a flask or beaker.
Here, this is the key to the science lab. You can find the entrance in front of Wilhelmina's classroom.
Okay, now we can investigate it. Calm mind is the best at answering questions. Alright, oh yeah, I forgot I had a stopwatch I could have used. And now I can... Duh, that's not good. Or has been unlocked.
How did you? I could have sworn I locked that door. You'll regret opening it.
There's something very wrong about this man.
Look what he did to that guard. Get him before he does the same to us.
Who should I shoot? Probably the guy with the cultist priest. Yeah, I should probably take out the guy with the goddamn wrench. Oh yeah, and I forgot to reload too. Oh well, I'll reload now. Can she target anyone? Yeah, she can target that. Oh, what the? Goddamn chaos magic. This really is turning into Warhammer 40k. Or just regular Warhammer. Are you freaking kidding me? Damn that. This guy need a lot of help. Alright. Start taking out cultists. Yeah, so I might have a better chance of taking that guy out. That guy. I guess move. And that's about as far as he can move. Oh, which you can't use. Switch. Actually, who has... Damn. Is she able to use... Yeah, she can't use items. Okay, who can? She doesn't have the... Alright. Nah. Can only move close enough to do that. And cast something on that cultist. Alright. Sometimes chaos helps. Okay. Your next increases your chance of until the next scenario. Yeah, let's just start shooting this guy. Yeah, use this item, see if I can get more action. And shoot him again. I guess it's watch. Because I know this guy's gonna run into melee. Yeah, let's heal. That's about as far as he can go. Move. Range. Time for a bit of chaos magic. Cthulhu Columna. Oh, great, and all that did was, He's still picking on my boy here. Keep shooting that guy. And then reload again. Oh wait, I already did it. No, I'm still on zero. He's got only 3 bullets left. Just run up and shank him. Well, shank him when you have the action points. That takes care of him. take care of this guy.
What just happened?
That
Get out the
man cast a
magnifying
spell.
glass.
Oh, I know how that sounds, but you saw it with your own eyes. Something Wilhelmina researched proved dangerous. Fatally so for her.
Wait a minute, weren't we casting spells this whole time? Duh. Someone needs better communications between the writing department and the gameplay scenario department. Alright, a pat down should do. Scrap paper in his pocket, you find a list of locations. Professor Tillinghast's Mansion, Miskatonic University Asylum, and something called a witch house. Dreams in the witch house. Do not erase notice. Alright. I think we found everything. Oh, a book. Bandages, filthy. Alright. In case we get really desperate. This door go? More clues. Alright, let's see what's in the back here. Oh! There's gotta be a sanity loss once they see. Oh, that's not good. Telling us, what have you been making here?
What is this thing? Is it even alive? I've never seen anything like it.
No
Sanity
matter
checks,
its
everyone.
origin, you must admit it is a scientifically important discovery.
Yeah, organs beating while they're still in a jar.
That container looks the same as the broken glass we found at Professor Tillinghast's house. Do you suppose someone took one there?
Yeah, I figured like whatever was in that jar must have been solid. Because otherwise breaking it wouldn't have done much. You could have just unscrewed it, guys. It's not like it was vacuum sealed. Surprisingly, no sanity check. This game's actually trying to be merciful now. A weird worm-like creature with a strange tentacle-like growth lies on the operating table. It appears dead and dormant. Something about its strange appearance strikes fear into your heart, but it's simultaneously fascinating. You decide to take it with you. What? Why?
We can't let this thing fall into the wrong hands. We'd better take it with us.
A thorough study of the cadaver might reveal fascinating data.
I don't know. Something like that makes it hard to seem inconspicuous.
We should at least examine the thing. Who knows what clues its body might hold?
If you're sure it'll tell us something, I guess it's all right.
Yes, that seems like the prudent decision.
Madness overcomes you. Professor Tillinghast spent at least as much time at Miskatonic University as she did at her own home. There's no better place to start than investigating her activities before the gruesome murder.
Gravekeeper Albert Hatcher is the only one who saw how my body left the cemetery. And whatever it was broke his sanity. Questioning a madman might not be easy, but it's the only lead you have.
Right. I think now that all my investigators are losing their minds, I'll call it here. Maybe I'll play more of this some other time. But the Scarfy ending transmission.